kind of perimeters are what company has to be in order to be eligible for a business owner. So specifically less than 100 employees, has to have a revenue of less than $1 million or less, office buildings that are primarily or principally used for office purposes, no more than 6 stories high, and it has to be less than 100 square footage of floor space. Again, there's a lot more information in the material. These are kind of your main things that are going to come up on the exam. So these are kind of your highlights that I would jot down that you'll probably be asked about. When it comes to contractors, certain small contractors can be eligible, but they have to meet this criteria. They have to have annual sales of less than 3 million, and they have to have an annual payroll of under 300,000 specifically. With contractors, I would somehow associate contractors with 3, right? Annual sales of less than 3 million, annual payroll under 3,000 or 300,000. I always said I know 3 contractors, right? Even if that's not true. However, you need to associate that together. Restaurants. Restaurants are usually not covered under a business owner's policy. For a restaurant to be covered, it has to be a very small, usually like your takeout restaurants, your delis, your coffee shops, right? Like your very small restaurants, right? It can only be up to 7,500 square footage. It's very limited cooking, right? They can't have any appliances that emit smoke. Excuse me. They can't have any appliances that emit smoke. No gas stoves, kerosene heaters, no charcoal grills. It's very limited cooking. They can sell beer and wine, but it has to be limited to 25% of their gross sales. So again, an ideal restaurant is going to be a takeout restaurant, right? A pizza shop, coffee shop, a deli, right? Those kind of restaurants. Some miscellaneous types of businesses that are eligible are going to be like your drugstores, barbershops, laundromats, dry cleaners, bakeries, again, your takeout restaurants, your delis, your coffee shops, your convenience stores. Those are like your ideal types of businesses that are eligible for a small business owner's policy. When it comes to convenience stores can have gasoline pumps, but the gasoline sales must be limited to 75% of the gross sales. A good way, hopefully, to help you remember that is gas prices these days are astronomical. So if it's true, fantastic. Well, not fantastic, but fantastic for sake of memorization. Tell yourself, or if it is, that your gas costs $75 to fill up. And then to make it 100%, right? The 75 and 25 is 100. So it's 75 for the gas and then 25 for the beer and wine, right? Making it 100, if that helps you to remember it. So gas, 75%, the beer and wine has to be limited to 25, if that helps you. When it comes to baking on the premises, if you see anything with that specific term, like can they have baking on the premises or not? If it is like a deli or a coffee shop, yes, they can have baking right there on the premises, right? They can make fresh donuts, for example. Yes. Where they're saying they cannot have baking on the premises is for wholesalers or distributors, right? That's where they cannot have baking on the premises. But if it's like a processing or a service